Natti and Sam from Fickle Friends. The band started because we met in Liverpool and we started a band in Brighton with some of our mates that we met at uni.
Yeah.
And it just kind of went from there, basically. It was cool.
And now we're a band.
Now we're a proper band.
I wake up with worry, nothing fills me up. He follows me there.
We put out an EP in 2015 called Velvet, and we really wanted a record deal because we'd run out of money and we were touring by ourselves constantly.
Yeah, we did that.
We did that a lot. Then we put out a song called Say No More, and we played this big show in London, which was really cool.
Dingwalls.
It was at Dingwalls.
Yeah,
yes.
it's important.
It is. And there was a bunch of people who came to that, and our now publisher was at the show, and he was a bit drunk, and he was like, "Oh my God, I love you guys. This was so cool. It felt like a moment." And we were like, we had a publishing deal like the following week.
It was like 2 weeks later. Almost.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, we'd been working for like 3 years, pretty hard, and it just kind of all came together within like 2 weeks in November of 2015.
Some would say it was the peak of Fickle Friends.
It was the peak.
It was the peak.
I hope it's not the peak.
No, but it was the peak at the time. It was an amazing feeling.
It was like an 80s influenced pop band, and then we've got songs like Swim and Brooklyn, which are kind of like 70s disco tinged, as a lot of people have said, pop. And then we've got new songs. Our next single's called Glue, and it's just kind of straight ahead pop music, I think. But like, we just wanted to be friendly fires for so long, and we wanted to do that like cool, like interesting, like really forward thinking pop music. Party music, but as a band. So that's Fickle Friends.
Or do we all get it wrong? You were right all along. I'm a crybaby.
At the beginning of last year, we all went to a farmhouse.
Yes, we went to a
We
farmhouse.
literally locked ourselves in a farmhouse in like kind of rural forest area of England. And
with all of our new toys.
With all of our new gear. We bought loads of new gear. It was really exciting. And we kind of had started this song, which we really liked. And we like started finishing it. And I just, at the beginning of the year, watched a John Waters 80s film. Actually, I think it was in 1990, but who's gonna, you know, say anything?
Yeah, a couple of years.
But it's this really weird, kind of very 80s film, and I drew so much influence from it, and it was this kind of like really like shimmery, lovely looking film, and it was really dark and twisted and horrible, and the whole of Crybaby is about that kind of vibe. It's kind of like wondering if you feel emotion, because I always felt that I didn't know how I felt about the film. So that's kind of what it's about.
That's cool.
Thanks, mate.
You can expect some pop tunes. That's what we did on the album. We like pop music, so that's what we did.
There's a kind of combination of like the old songs and then middle new songs and like brand new songs that like we wrote a week ago. It's like an ongoing thing. So it's kind of like this journey of like when we were like an indie pop band and we were like venturing through all these different like kind of pop genres as a band, and then I think you can expect a lot of
Friends timeline.
It's a Fickle Friends timeline.
That's what it's like. Like the evolution of Fickle Friends. That's our debut album.
Exactly.
So what are we thinking? And what are we here to prove?
It's really exciting because I feel like there's like a gap in the market for us, and like you're kind of seeking for that little space, and there's so like such a vast variety of music on Universal and stuff that's doing really, really well and stuff that's cutting through. But I feel like there's like a little space for, you know, like a female-led indie pop band who have really crazy live shows and stuff.
There's a Fickle Friends sized hole that we can probably fill maybe someday.
Yeah, I hope so. But it feels really like, oh, I feel like I'm somebody because, you know, like we're on the label, like, and there's people that were coming to Spain and chatting to you guys. It's cool.